Today, I am going to talk about The Hunger Games, a trilogy by Suzanne Collins. Born on August 10, 1962, in Hartford, Connecticut, Collins grew up in a military family, consequently moving frequently during her childhood. She developed a passion for writing at a young age. Collins' first novel in the trilogy is titled The Hunger Games and was published in 2008. It quickly became a phenomenal success, appealing to readers of all ages. The subsequent books in the series, Catching Fire, 2009, and Mockingjay, 2010, were equally well received. In 2020, her novel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, was released. It is a spin-off and a prequel to The Hunger Games trilogy, set years before the events of The Hunger Games. The story of The Hunger Games takes place in an unspecified future time, in a post-apocalyptic society known as Panem. Katniss Everdeen, the 16-year-old central protagonist, narrates her personal history and experiences. She takes the readers to the dystopian society set in Panem, a North American country consisting of the wealthy capital and 12 districts in varying states of poverty, each serving a specific function and all controlled by the powerful capital. As a reminder of their failed rebellion decades ago, the capital forces each district to send one boy and one girl, known as tributes, selected via lottery to participate in a compulsory death match called the Hunger Games. These games are an annually televised spectacle where the tributes must fight to the death until only one remains. Katniss Everdeen was born and raised in District 12, the coal mining district of Panem. After her father's death in a mining accident, she took on the responsibility of providing for her family by hunting illegally with her friend Gail Hawthorne. She is known for her exceptional archery skills and survival instincts, honed through her experiences in the wilderness. When Katniss's younger sister, Prim, is chosen as the female tribute for the Hunger Games, Katniss volunteers to take her place. She is joined by Peeta Mellark, the male tribute from District 12. Together, they are thrust into the opulent world of the capital, where they must navigate the deadly challenges of the Hunger Games. Throughout the narrative, Collins vividly portrays the stark contrast between the lavish and decadent lifestyle of the capital and the poverty and oppression faced by the districts. The disparity in wealth and resources becomes a catalyst for rebellion and defiance among the oppressed districts. As the games progress, Katniss demonstrates her exceptional archery and survival skills, making her a formidable competitor. She forms an alliance with Rue, a young tribute from District 11, and they work together to outwit and outmaneuver their opponents. The ending of the story sees Katniss and Peeta as the last two surviving tributes in the 74th Hunger Games. Rather than allowing the capital to force them to kill each other, they devise a plan to defy the rules and commit a dual suicide by consuming poisonous berries known as nightlock. Their defiance and love for each other spark a symbol of hope and rebellion among the oppressed districts. The game makers intervene and declare both Katniss and Peeta as the victors, effectively changing the rules and allowing both of them to survive. This unprecedented move sends shockwaves throughout Panem and becomes a catalyst for rebellion among the districts. Following their victory, Katniss and Peeta return to District 12, but their lives are forever altered as Katniss reflects on the consequences of her actions, recognizing that she has become a pivotal figure in a growing rebellion. The ending of The Hunger Games leaves readers with a sense of anticipation and a desire to continue the journey alongside Katniss as she faces the challenges in the fight against the capital's tyranny. Catching Fire, the second book in the series, was published in 2009. It begins with Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark returning to District 12 as they face new challenges in the aftermath of their victory in the Hunger Games. Their triumph is short-lived as they soon discover that their unprecedented act of defiance in the previous games has sparked rebellion and unrest in the districts of Panem. The capital, fearing the potential uprising, seeks to quell the rebellion and maintain control. To further suppress the rebellion, the Capitol announces a special edition of the Hunger Games, known as the Quarter Quell, which occurs every 25 years and features a special twist. This time, the tributes will be chosen from the pool of previous victors. Katniss and Peeta are once again thrust into the brutal arena, where alliances are formed, betrayals occur, and the resistance against the Capitol begins to gain momentum. Katniss, realizing that her defiance has put her loved ones in danger, becomes determined to protect them and navigate the treacherous world of political manipulation. She must make difficult choices and form alliances with former tributes, as they prepare for the Quarter Quell and the battle for survival. At the end, Katniss and several other tributes are rescued from the arena by rebel forces from District 13. They learn that there is a full-scale rebellion underway against the Capitol, and District 13, long believed to have been destroyed, is the center of the resistance. Katniss' rescue comes at a cost, as she discovers that Peeta has been captured by the Capitol. It leaves Katniss devastated and determined to rescue him. Catching Fire ends on a cliffhanger, setting the stage for the final installment of the trilogy, Mockingjay, as the rebellion against the Capitol reaches its apex. Mockingjay, the final book of The Hunger Games trilogy, was published in 2010. It concludes the epic story of Katniss Everdeen and her role in the rebellion against the oppressive Capitol. The novel follows the events of Catching Fire, with Katniss recovering from the Quarter Quell and finding herself in District 13, now the center of operations as the rebels prepare to overthrow President Snow and his regime. Katniss experiences personal loss, trauma, and the harsh realities of war. She witnesses the devastation caused by the Capitol's actions, including the destruction of District 12, her home. Katniss's relationships with Peeta Mellark, who was captured by the Capitol and subjected to torture, and Gale Hawthorne, her childhood friend and hunting partner, become increasingly strained as they all grapple with their own demons and the hardships of war. As the rebellion gains momentum, Katniss becomes a key figure in the fight. She participates in propaganda efforts and covert missions, facing danger and witnessing the brutal tactics employed by both sides. The lines between friend and enemy blur, and Katniss questions the true motives of those around her, including President Coin. The story builds to a climactic showdown between the rebels and the Capitol, culminating in a series of shocking events and revelations. Katniss is forced to confront her own beliefs, make difficult choices, and come to terms with the personal sacrifices she has made throughout her journey. Mockingjay is a poignant and emotionally charged conclusion to the trilogy. It leaves readers with a sense of reflection and contemplation, prompting them to ponder the consequences of power, the complexities of war, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Collins' writing effectively conveys the raw emotions, ethical dilemmas, and physical challenges faced by the characters, immersing readers in a world that alternates between tension, action, and moments of deep reflection. The film series, produced by Lionsgate, consists of 4 movies: The Hunger Games, 2012, Catching Fire, 2013, Mockingjay, Part 1, 2014, and Mockingjay, Part 2, 2015. The movie release date for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is set for November 2023. The movie adaptations stayed true to the spirit of the books, capturing the dystopian setting, character dynamics, and emotional depth of the original story. Suzanne Collins served as co-writer of the screenplays. The performances by the cast, including Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, and Liam Hemsworth, received praise for their portrayal of the central characters. The films also showcased visually stunning production design, costumes, and special effects, bringing the world of Panem to life. They were well received by both fans of the books and general audiences. Overall, the Hunger Games trilogy, with 100 million of copies sold worldwide, has received widespread acclaim for its compelling storytelling, vivid world-building, and thought-provoking themes. The novels continue to resonate with readers of all ages. Text edited by Mary Rose Waldron.